Hello. Sorry, just still getting my head around live streaming. So hello, welcome. How are you? You well? You good? I hope you are. It's alright if you're not, but I hope you are. I hope you can hear me a little bit better than yesterday. Still working out the wrinkles. Right, time for a bit of meditation. I meditate throughout the day. I still haven't figured out how to hear comments or see who's actually joining me, so that's coming, but welcome one and all. Yeah, it's not a class, it's just a chance to meditate together. I meditate throughout the day, and this is just the one I do on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, simultaneously. Okay. So there's lots of different types of meditation. This is just what I do. If you're used to meditating, if you're familiar, that's brilliant. If you could just hang on for a minute while I explain what I do, just for the benefit of people who are new to meditation, because meditation is one of those funny things that there's a lot written about it, there's lots of YouTube videos and books and all sorts of things, but people still kind of say to me, what do you actually do? So this is just what I do. For me, it starts with why I would meditate, because I haven't got a lot of self-control, so it has to be a good reason. So I'm trying to connect with a part of me that I connect to every night. It's the bit when I'm asleep. It's after dreaming, so I go to sleep, I'm dreaming, then I drop out the bottom of dreaming into deep dreamless sleep. And when I'm there, I've no memory of being there. I've got no thoughts when I'm there. I've got no body. I've got no country, no stories, no nothing. I cease to exist in the way that I normally register my existence, which sounds like, that sounds terrible. That sounds like death. But yet, I love going to sleep. And I love, like when I wake up in the morning, I feel refreshed. So, some part of me knows that that is a good place that I go to, and that's the place I want to go to when I'm in my meditation. That's the place I want to connect with. I just want to do it consciously. So, as I say, or as I said, my mind can't seem to get there. For I don't know why, but it just can't seem to get there. So I have to kind of get beyond my mind, or it's like part the curtains of my mind to get to this place consciously. So I make a little arrangement with my mind where I basically say, look, could you not think for the next 15 minutes, because I want to do some meditation. And my mind is, at this stage, wasn't always the case, but at this stage it's quite enthusiastic about it. It's like, yeah, great, I've read quite a bit about meditation, I've got lots of ideas about meditation, got lots of concepts about meditation, so yeah, let's do it. So that's good. Then to stop thinking, it's easy enough to stop thinking because the thoughts are pretty much made up of pictures and sound. So if I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound, that's it, I've stopped thinking. That's easy. That's the easy bit. Once I do that, once I stop thinking, then I'm into the practice of meditation. So my intention of meditation is to go to this deep, beautiful, still, calm, mysterious, possibly eternal place, and that's the part of meditation there's a lot written about and people talk about, because that's the lovely bit. The practice of meditation pretty much goes like this: I turn off the pictures, I turn off the sound, I stop thinking. Then a little bit of time passes, and I discover that I'm thinking again. So I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound. Then a little bit of time passes, and I discover I'm thinking again, and then I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound. And so on, repeatedly bringing myself back to not thinking. And that's where people seem to have trouble, because, and it's probably just information, because if you don't know about the practice of meditation and you just have read about the intention of meditation, you could very easily feel like that you're not doing such a great job at meditation because you're thinking all the time. And that's what people have said to me. They say things like, oh, I've got a busy mind, or no, I've tried meditation, not for me, I just couldn't get into it. But if you know about the practice of meditation, you understand that that's part of meditation. So it's not like you're trying to, be peaceful, calm, have a clear mind, have nothing going on in your, at all for 15 minutes, say, because we're going to do 15 minutes meditation. That's not the way it works. It's a process of continually coming back to not thinking. And why, like, it can feel like you're just thinking the whole time is that time is registered in your mind. So whenever you're actually not thinking, you're not registering time. So from your mind's perspective, all the times that you're thinking, they all join, they close the gaps between the times that you weren't thinking. And it just seems like you look back along the train and you can't see any of the empty carriages, if you like, between, you know, where you were actually not thinking. So the feeling of that you're just sitting there thinking, that is pretty much just a feeling. It's not what's really going on. So if you find yourself thinking a lot, that's fine. You're doing great. I've been meditating for years, and in this next 15 minutes, I'll probably have to bring my mind back 100 times, 200 times. I don't care. I don't even count. I don't even think about it. It's just as soon as I discover that I'm thinking, oh, there I am thinking again. Turn off the pictures, turn off the sound. Doesn't matter what I'm thinking about. Turn off the pictures, turn off the sound. So, while I'm doing all that, I'm also letting go of tension in my body. So it's too vague and kind of soupy in there without a system. So I have a system for it. So I scan my body from my head down to my feet, very slowly and gently, and back up again. And anywhere I find tension, I let it go. And I use my out breath to do that because it feels quite natural to do that. Just let it go. It's also a good way to remember to breathe because, and this might sound strange if you're new to meditation, but it's actually quite easy to forget to breathe or to hold your breath during meditation. So using my out breath to let go of the tension, that's a good way of remembering to breathe, or to remind myself to breathe, or bring myself back to my breath, become more conscious of it. So that's good. When I'm scanning my body, I'm paying particular attention to any of the structures in my body that go this way, go across my body. Because mostly my body runs longitudinally from my head to my feet, but anywhere that goes across, it looks like I'm making the sound across, I'm not. Anywhere that goes across my body has a tendency to accumulate tension. You can think of it like a log going across a stream. You know, it has a tendency to pick up twigs and branches and all that kind of stuff. Similarly, any structures that go across my body have a tendency to accumulate tension more than others. So, I'm checking my eyes particularly, my jaw, my tongue, the base of my neck, my shoulder girdle, all my joints, because they're all gone across. So my shoulders, my elbows, my wrists, my fingers, my heart area, because there's lots of different things going lots of different directions in that area. My respiratory diaphragm, that's a big transverse site. My all my intestines, my pelvic floor, my hips, my knees, my ankles, my toes. If you're new to meditation, I encourage you to sit up. Don't try and do it lying down. It's too hard. Your body will just think it's sleepy time and it will just start going to sleep. So you'll either fall asleep, which there's nothing wrong with, but that's not meditation. You'll be going into the mystery unconsciously, which is fine. Do it every night. It's lovely, as I said. But with meditation, you're trying to do it consciously. So falling asleep, not really. It's a different thing. So if you don't fall asleep, you will battle sleep. So lying down is too hard when you're beginning. So sit up. You don't have to sit in a lotus position or anything like that unless you like to do that. I just sit on a chair. Try and meditate in a room where there's not going to be too much noise, because one of the things that triggers thoughts is little sounds outside. Because it's very tricky for your mind to just be stopped. It kind of hunts. It's like a microphone. It'll hunt around for something to tune into. So the less little triggers you have, the better. That's why quiet room where you're not going to be disturbed. That's why it's helpful. I set a timer for how long I'm going to meditate, because it's one less thing for me to think about. You know, how long I've been meditating for. I'd be going, I wonder what time it is. Should I check my watch? No, it's not. So I set a timer so I don't have to do any of that. I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes, but if you're new to meditation, maybe set it for less than that. Maybe set yours for 5 minutes and then repeat that 3 times. Yeah, if you've got any questions about meditation, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll try and answer them next time. And anything else? No. Okay, so let me get the timer going. Yeah, okay. Off we go into the mystery. so that's time. If you feel like you've gone very deeply inside, if you have that feeling, then, and you feel like you have to come back before you open your eyes, that's grand. If not, just open your eyes. And yeah, okay, so thanks for meditating with me. I'll see you tomorrow for some more meditation. I'll just remind you about the Zoom group on Friday. If you're thinking about that, get in touch, let me know sooner rather than later so I can send you the link for the Zoom group. If you don't know what the Zoom group is, have a look at the videos. They're all little questions, answering questions in the Zoom group. And yeah, so either way, I'll see you tomorrow or the Zoom group. Alright, bye.